Since the country's formation in 1947, Pakistan's prime ministers have never seen a 5 full-year parliamentary term. This is because of the numerous direct coups, conspiracies, and judicial order. Imran Khan has recently joined this list. He has been ousted as the Pakistan's prime minister by a no confidence vote by the parliament. So what led to his downfall? Let's analyze in this week's video. There are three entities who've led Imran to ruin. Chief among them are the established political dynasties of Pakistan, the Sharifs and Bhuttos. As we all know, Shehbaz Sharif, the leader of the opposition in Pakistan National Assembly and the brother of three-time Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, has been nominated by the opposition as Mr. Khan's successor. After the exile of Nawaz Sharif in 2017 over serious corruption charges, Mr. Shehbaz was made the president of PMLN. But the party lost the national elections in 2018. Alleging that the elections were rigged, Mr. Shehbaz, along with the opposition alliance Pakistan Democratic Movement, has been determined in their efforts to oust Mr. Khan since then. Asif Ali Zardari is also a key player in this. He is the husband of Benazir Bhutto, who was assassinated in 2007, and the co-chairman of Pakistan's People's Party. After getting arrested multiple times for corruption, drugs and murder, he too was hell-bent to oust Imran and played an equally important role in the no-confidence bill being passed. The second reason for this is Pakistan's economic crisis. The cost of living in Pakistan has been rocketing up for some time, with sharp rises in food prices and the Pakistani rupee falling against the dollar. Even though some of these woes can be blamed on the recent global factors, most of them are due to poor policy decisions. A prime example of this is the Chinese BRI projects in Gwadar and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. These were short-sighted policy decisions which led to extensive spending on non-developmental and economically unviable projects. Pakistan started borrowing heavily to compensate this. From IMF to China to Saudi Arabia, the amount of debt the Pakistani economy accrued increased day by day, which led to the disaster it's seeing right now. This is partly due to its tussle with India as well. India has been systematically dismantling Pakistan's soft power in the global stage since the 2008 Mumbai attacks. And the resultant isolationism and sanctions from Fatah and the West are stinking the country too. The final and most important reason that Imran was ousted is because of the army. Mr. Khan undoubtedly had significant, genuine public support in 2018. But he also had the covert backing of what in Pakistan is referred to as the establishment or the military. The army has either directly or indirectly controlled the country for most of its existence. And critics labelled Imran Khan's government a hybrid regime, a PTI army coalition. It was the backing of Pakistan's Army Chief General Qamar Jawad Bajwa and the former head of the country's intelligence agency ISI, Lieutenant General Faiz Hamid, that reportedly played a pivotal role in Mr. Khan taking charge. However, the army lost its trust on Imran over the following years, mostly in the government's inability to give good governance, its poor handling of the economy, and its inability to get closer diplomatically to the United States. The growing rift between General Bajwa and Mr. Khan became most evident in October last year, when the former wanted to appoint a new head for ISI. The army chief wanted to replace Lieutenant General Faiz Hamid, who had reportedly become increasingly confident of succeeding General Bajwa as the next military head. Mr. Khan, who had reportedly developed a close bond with Lieutenant General Hamid, did not sign the notification for the new appointee for 3 weeks until finally relenting. Thus, the army finally made its move, reminding Khan and everyone in Pakistan on who really is in charge. Will Imran Khan be the last PM to fall from grace, or will the next Prime Minister join him too? Only time will tell. Thank you for watching. Comment on how Pakistani politics will move forward from now on. Like the video and subscribe to Care Now.